What's up, everyone? So I actually got asked a question, how do I change my life? Now, I get asked this question on a regular basis, to be honest. And the truth of the matter is, it's complicated, but it's not at the same time. It's simple if you allow it to be. And what I mean by this is sometimes we have momentum going in the wrong direction. That's just the way it goes sometimes. We're so used to doing all the things that we're not supposed to do, and we know we want to get somewhere else, but we can't get out of our own way. So it comes down to the lifestyle changes you create. But it's not going to be forceful. I think too often people try too hard, too fast, too soon, and they try and force things into place. And the only way you can force something into place is if your momentum's already going in a direction to be able to force that thing into place. That's when if an obstacle's in your way, you're going to run through that obstacle because you already have so much momentum going in the right direction that it becomes easy to bust through obstacles. But if your momentum's going nowhere in the direction of even knowing the obstacle is there, how can you possibly bust through that if you haven't even stopped the negative momentum? So it all starts with stopping that negative momentum first. And the way you do that is focus on one thing that you can change. One thing you can change today that does not even feel like a change. I think too often people get into, I got to make everything better all at once, and I got to hold on to it for 21 days, and then I'll build the habit. And when I build the habit, everything's going to be better. And they know deep down inside that they're setting themselves up for failure. What an individual has to do who wants to really change their life is start on changing the simplest things, finding the simplest successes that they can find until they've won enough times to where they start going after bigger things. But you can't go after big things right away if you haven't even had a victory. Because if you haven't had victories and you go right after something that deep down inside you know you're not going to get to, and you fail at it, it's devastating. And it becomes so devastating you end up quitting. But if you have little mini victories and you do fail, you end up failing later on, you have all those mini victories to look back on and move in the direction that you have to move into. I remember I specifically did this technique with my friend and he's still clean on the meth. He's still clean and he doesn't even feel the craving. He's still not feeling the cravings, thank God. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I continue to tell him we only have today. All we can focus on is today. We can look towards the future, but we can focus on today, and we keep moving. And I gave him those mini victories, just small victories, and I layered them on top of each other, just kept layering those victories. And so now he feels this unstoppableness. He feels like he can do it consistently, and that's what it comes down to. Oftentimes when I first train someone, I train them for the first time, I train them in a way to where they're feeling great, and I know they're going to feel good the next day. People often train themselves too hard to begin with. They kill themselves. Sometimes they don't even realize they're killing themselves because when your dopamine's going, you feel like you can do anything. And so I get their dopamine going, but just enough to where they want to come back. They actually say to me, usually, and this is beginner clients, this isn't my advanced clients, these are my beginners. And they'll look at me and is that it? That's all we're doing today? I go, that's all we're doing. I'll see you tomorrow, right? They're like, yeah, but that just seems so simple. I'm like, well, you did a great job. We're getting you there. You know, they don't know what I'm doing because they're not used to that. They're used to getting crushed. And that is not a lifestyle change. A lifestyle change is implementing those small things that you don't realize you're implementing until you win so many times You actually embrace the challenge. Now you want the challenge. That's what it comes down to. Just do it doesn't work. Just step in the right direction. One time. Enough. Just a little bit. Small changes. You don't even see them. You can't even tell they're there. But you know you're doing them. You're planning, you're acting, and you're executing consistently until you've moved in a position that your momentum becomes this unstoppable force. You're constantly moving till you become this force that you didn't even realize you were. It's funny, one of my clients said, I'm gonna misquote her a little bit, but it's something like this. And she said, I know I have greatness in me, but you bring it out of me. And that's what it's about. The greatness is always in you. But sometimes we need the right mentors, we need the right coaches who can bring it out of us and make us realize, yeah, you can do this. So remember, for those who are already on the successful pattern, for those who are attempting to get into the successful pattern, or for those who just don't feel successful, you have a chance. But you have to take the steps that work best for you. Everybody's steps are going to be a little bit different. Some people can go after riskier things right away, but I guarantee those are the ones that have already had success. An individual that's never felt true success before, or don't feel that they felt success before, they have to start with those small goals to build the success, to realize, yeah, there is greatness in me. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.